right, here we go again. Continuation from last week when we was talking about women shooting their shots. And is it okay for women to shoot their shots? And we're going to have a few clips in here to give you some feedback on that. This is from just random people on a survey that they actually sat down and asked a couple of questions. They was asked a couple of questions, and they answered to the response. Is it okay for women to ask men out? And this is on both sides of the plate. So you got women answering this question. You got men answering the same question. So first off, let me give you the women's questions that was asked of them when it comes to asking out men on dates. And then I guess progressing on from there. We'll probably progress on from there anyway. So first question was, do you typically wait for the guy to ask you out? And they're going to ask in this order. So every question that I read is going to be in that order. Second question was, how do you signal to a guy that you want to go out?
Or that you showing interest in them.
Showing interest in them, or, you know.
Approach me.
Yeah. That thing. Yeah. Third question was, have you ever asked a guy out on a date? And you're going to be surprised by a couple of the answers that's in that particular clip. And the last question for the women that was asked of them was, should more women ask men out on dates instead of sitting back waiting for the guy to approach you? So we're going to run that clip. We're going to get the answers to these questions, and we'll come back with the men's same. Well, it's not the same questions, but it's the same thing. But it's pretty much. So we're going to hit the clip right now.
I would never go so far as to tell someone that I liked them first.
One of my ex-boyfriends, I saw him in a bar, walked up to him and went, "You, I will have you." And then we were together for a year and a half.
I guess I typically have.
In my experiences, it's been the guy asking me out.
I'm always the one to ask the guy out first.
I think it's 50-50, especially if the guy's introverted.
I've literally never waited for the guy I like to ask me out.
I'm just way too impatient.
Like an animal call, you're like, ah!
I think it's just kind of giving more attention to that guy.
Like, hey, we should hang out sometime.
What time should I come over and give you the business?
Touchy, more flirty, and then obviously with alcohol, it's like, let me just touch you everywhere.
I mean, yeah, you're supposed to smile more or like touch their elbow. I just think that is bull. I ain't got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Yes, I have asked a guy out before, and it's really, I mean, a feeling.
No, I can't remember asking a guy out before.
Your stomach's in knots, you're like, holy what am I doing? But at the same time, it's so empowering. I love it.
I'm pretty low key about it. I'm not like, will you go on a date with me? I just set up the plans. I'm a planner.
There was one time where I liked this guy and he was too shy to make a move. I was too shy to make a move, and like nothing happened.
Because I know girls don't do this naturally, it just makes me feel more special.
There is the stereotype that the guy should ask the girl out.
I think society frowns on women asking men out because then the woman seems desperate or aggressive.
Or people say, oh, if you show him you're too interested, he'll lose interest.
I think a lot of it has to do with like power. And if a man is asked out by a woman, then it seems like this power is being taken from him.
Girls playing more aggressive roles in society can only help us. Like, why does the guy have to control it? If you're freaking dating this guy or girl, you should like be like, I just want to spend time with you. What's wrong with that?
We need to be more open with our feelings. We need to be more open about like what we want. If you want your man, go get your man, okay?
So, with all that being said, we got the woman's perspective as far as asking men out on dates. And it was kind of funny. Some of them held back, some of them missed out, and some of them were just all into it. Actually had two that was all into it. They didn't care. They just wanted to get the dude. Like the one who was saying that
When you want me to come give you the business?
Me to come give you the business.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Damn, you ain't left your house yet?
Really? Why you calling me? You should have just showed up, pulled up.
Butt naked in a trench coat.
And some Reeboks.
As long as they the all whites, you can't go with
Right.
the all black ones. Then
Right.
I'm afraid you might be trying to set me up.
But that's the women's perspective in this day and age, and that's what we asking these questions: is it okay for women to shoot their shot? And as far as I can tell from these particular women that answer these questions, it's okay, except for one. She was a little reserved because she wanted to be that traditional, want to hold back and let the men come through and say, "Hey, I'm interested in you." Blah, 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 so forth, so on. So we're going to go to the men's side and see what they think. So here's question number one for the men. Do you ask women out on dates? Which I would think, yeah.
At some point.
At some point. But, we got some introverts that we just got through talking about that don't know how to get out there and, intermingle with the female population.
Hey, it's rough sometimes, but we'll talk about that a little further later after we play the clips and everything.
Right. Number two, the question was asked: Has a woman asked you out on a date? And as far as I'm concerned, I don't care, as long as we just go out and have fun. But that's just me and my thing. Number three question was: Is it a turn off or a turn on when a woman asks you out on a date? So is it a adrenaline rush for you? Do you think it's more than what it should be, or do you get an emotional high from somebody coming up and asking you? Fourth question: Should it be socially acceptable for a woman or women to ask men out on dates? So we're gonna roll a clip on this one, and we're gonna see what the men have to say about this. Then we'll dive into all of this when we come back.
And I think most guys really like forward women, but we're just programmed to say that we don't. So let's break that down.
Usually I ask out the woman I'm interested in.
Typically, yes.
I'd say I probably don't ask most of the women that I'm interested in out.
In my experience, I always ask. I'm a pro. I'm like, at this point, I'm like a veteran of asking women out.
I don't remember any woman ever asking me out.
I've had girls like sort of tell me that they like me first, and for some reason, I don't know why it was weird.
I think a lot of guys don't necessarily expect it, even though a lot of guys are very much down for it.
Maybe just the type of girls I go for, but most of the girls I go for expect me to ask.
In my opinion, if a girl was to ask me out, that's pretty much her saying, you took too long, so I'm gonna have to do it.
I mean, women kind of drop hints, you know what I mean? It's kind of a weird thing to me. I wish, like, you'd just be like, let's just go out, and I'd be 10 times more likely to buy you a nicer dinner.
I wouldn't feel that way. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable if a girl asked me out.
It's a major turn on for me.
When she said that she liked me, I felt like I was turned off more, that it was too soon.
I'm turned on by composed women who know who they are and know what they want, so I guess it's a turn on if they ask you out, but I mean, no, it's like if a woman you're not attracted to asks you out, that's a turn off.
Definitely a turn on. I would love it if a woman were to ask me out.
I would never say no because a girl's asking. I would say no because I'm just not into you.
Yeah, everything's acceptable except hurting other people or treating people like they're different because of who they are.
I think if women asked me out, I'd feel more like a boss. I wouldn't feel like less of a man or anything.
I think they can do it. Like, nothing's stopping them from doing it.
I don't think that it happens as often because of the past.
Let's just get rid of all of this pretense about who's supposed to pursue who and just go after the person that we're attracted to.
All right, so there you have it. Both versions, men and women, what they think women should do or could do as far as asking men out on dates. So let's dive into it. Now, I personally have no qualms about a woman asking me out on a date. Now, like the other guy that was saying earlier in the clip, if you are not attractive to me, then no.
Hold on. I suggest we do one thing. Just real quick, not even taking a minute. Each one of us, I mean, it's only 4 questions. Without further explanation, Run down the list. Answer the question. Then I'll do the same, and then we, it'll come out. The discussion will come out, and we'll explain why.
Okay, go ahead.
So for you, go ahead, start it off.
All right. So do you ask women out on dates? Yes, I do. If you are attracted to me physically, and as far as conversation is concerned, I like conversation. I like talking. Obviously, I like talking because I'm sitting here talking on a podcast. And I like to get to know, and I like to know more about a person. Dreams, aspirations, what you got planned, what's in your future, that sort of thing. So, yes, I do ask women out. And like I said, I like to talk to them. Has a woman asked you out on a date? Yes. A woman has asked me. Actually, a couple of women has asked me out on a date.
All right, player.
No, I didn't even like that, dog. It was a good thing. I mean, and it made me feel as though. Well, let me change this way. Half of the work of chasing the women was done because you already knew that this person was into you. So you got to go through all that whole send them a note or text or
did she like me?
Right. Does she like me?
Is she just wanting a free dinner?
Right. You just want to go out to eat and movie and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that has happened to me. Is it a turn off when a woman asks me out? No, I have no problem with it. Like I was saying earlier, it's more, I think, empowering to know that somebody's interested in you and wants to get to know you. Now, you got some out there that just want a free meal, and because you that type of guy to pick up the check, blah, 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 so forth and so on. But we're going to talk about that as well. Should it be socially acceptable for women to ask men out? I have no qualms with it. I have no problem with it. Socially acceptable. I mean, they doing it now anyway. They DMing dudes now. So I think the socially acceptable thing is out the window. And that's my personal opinion on that. So we're going to let Rick do his men part, and then we'll go from there.
All right. So do you ask out the women? Yeah, I have. Not so much going up to somebody out in public. Like if we in the bar nowadays, like I ain't done that in forever. Like I done turned into much of an introvert for that type of thing.
And here's the thing with me, and guys that have went out with me know this. If I see somebody out of the bar or at a table or across the room and I think they're attractive, hey, I'm going to buy this chick a drink because, I want to get to know her. Or I've picked up a check.
I've picked up a check.
I've picked up a check and told them, hey, don't even worry about it. To just tell a server, don't even go back to the table with the check. I've done that a lot of times. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't work.
What's funny? I've only picked up the check one time. And I mean, I had this little, she was beautiful sitting next to me. We was out with a group of people. First time I met a bunch of them. I only knew one person when I went out. Sitting next to her, I'm like, damn, I got to get to know her. Like, what's up? So, everybody at the table talking, and I'm sitting there just like shooting off, like me and her having a little side conversation. I'm kind of leaned in, talking to her and all that.
Right.
And everything cool. Get the number. Check come out. I'm like, nah, gotcha. Like that's on me.
Right.
And, I could tell she had never had nobody do that before because she looked at that like that was some boss shit. And I'm like.
Which it is.
Really? See, I don't think about it like that. But
It is boss. When you go up to a table, they don't know you. You see a girl, you want to get to know them. You buy a meal, or pick up the whole table's meal, which is what I've done on numerous occasions.
I ain't doing all that.
I'm just saying, because most women they travel in packs.
Yeah, true.
So I mean that works. But I mean that's just me. I'm not saying everybody should do that, but you should. If you want to get to know that person, at least make an olive branch to them.
See, I ain't even gonna say your nickname on here. What I be calling you?
Stop, dude.
But so number 2, has a woman asked you out? Yes. And 3, is it a turn off when a woman asks me out? Nah, I like it because I'm an introvert. So I tell everybody this a lot of times. Like I'm a creative, music, whatever, all that. So a lot of times we be socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't catch hints very well. Like, unless you come up to me and be like, oh, I like you. Or people will tell me all the time, like, bro, y'all was sitting there flirting. Like, I wasn't flirting. I was just having a normal conversation.
Right.
So, I like it because it lets me know, kind of like how you said, it cuts out a lot of that guesswork.
Mm-hmm.
4, should it be socially acceptable for women to ask men out? It should. Like, if you see something you like, go after it.
All in.
Like, hell, if you see, you riding by the dealership, you see a car you want, you going to pull up and you going to try to grab it if, everything line up for you.
Better believe it.
So why not do the same with somebody else?
I totally agree. I totally agree.
And they are doing it now because,
like I was saying, them DM things is crazy.
Hey, but most of the time it be the less attractive ones that be in the inboxes. that reach out, the ones that reach out first, it normally be the less attractive ones. So yeah,
you're right. Or it's the ones that don't want nothing. That's the ones I'm bogged down with. They don't want nothing. They just want to get to know you, hang out.
Yeah.
Ain't trying to do nothing or invest in life or future life or whatever. So the women things don't count to us because we're not women. So we can't answer them questions.
Yeah. We'll have a part 2 of this.
We definitely have a part 2.
At some point.
I had 4 people already ask me about this question, female-wise. Asked me about women shooting their shots. So, and we had Tulane last week said it was okay. So,
yeah. And something else too, because I'm starting to learn. Like, we gotta quit saying female. I don't know why, but
why?
I don't know. I've started seeing a bunch of stuff to where they say female is a bad thing because they say female is more for an animal.
Get out of here. Get out of here. That's your gender.
I mean, yeah. Some of them already don't like the she or her. But we ain't gonna touch that one.
I'm not gonna touch that one because we start going over into the alphabet, and I'm not gonna do that ever. But anyway, so with all this being said, from what I'm apprehending and comprehending, is that women have no issues with going out, meeting, talking to, introducing themselves, being a part of the dating scene, getting what you want, as far as I'm concerned, because like I was saying earlier, DMs is on lock with this whole text message, Instagram, Snap, Facebook, whatever. So that's not an issue. There is some people out there, women and men, I can't say females no more, that like the traditional method of a man should stand up, be man enough, have the cojones to go and speak to a female, say what they want with a female, ask a female out, and it goes from there. I respect that wholeheartedly. And I, once again, have no issues with that as well. I mean, if that's what you was taught, then that's what you go by. Getting out of your comfort zone in order. Here's the thing. If you're lonely and you want somebody to get out there and hang out with and whatever, you might need to come out your comfort zone. Women.
Men too.
If you're interested in somebody, male or female.
Because like I said, I'm one of them guys, like I'll be looking at something and, I guess the thing about it is you never know, like if that look back that they give you is that, yeah, it's cool, come up, walk up to me, or, they looking past you and
right.
looking, at like the TV that's on the looking wall behind you or something. Yeah. So that's where that come into play.
And yeah.
Because like if you look at social media nowadays, it's like you see a bunch of stuff dogging men. Like women will post like, look at you, then look at me, then make it make sense. Like, what do you mean?
What the hell that's supposed to mean?
I guess that's their way of saying that you're not on their level as far as attractiveness.
So I would imagine you said that when you said no. If they came and asked you out, you shouldn't have no reason behind it. You just say no. You got that option.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, thank you. And keep it moving. You don't need no comment or a whole play-by-play of why. Because that's irrelevant. I just got rejected. Let me go somewhere else.
On to the next.
And keep it moving. I don't understand that whole that part of the deal.
Hey, you turn me no, I'm liable to shoot off at your friend.
Exactly.
Don't block her blessing.
Right. Because I'm a good thing. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man. So I mean, women, let's not be afraid to get out there. Let me say that. But don't take the whole plate from the guy. And what I mean by that is don't go out there and say, yeah, I'm coming to ask you out for a date. Yeah, I'm going to set the date up. Yeah, I'm going to pay for the date. Blah, blah, blah. Then what is that for the guy to do? You going to totally emasculate this man because he was too scared or thought you was out of his league and thought he was never going to pop off or whatever, and you what? I have no problem with boss women. I have no problem with power women. None of that. Let me get that straight right here and now. It's the point that the dude need to step up and say, you know what? I appreciate you asking me out. I said yes. At least let me plan it.
I got this. Yeah, like from that point on, it's on me because, like you said, I like boss women. But at the end of the day, I'm a man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can make 2-3 times more money than I do yearly, but at the end of the day, I'm still the man.
Exactly. So,
how do you feel about which I'm sure you've had women treat you to dates and stuff? How do you feel about the woman paying?
I have no problem with the woman paying. Honestly.
You know, I'm old school, so that was one of those things. I've been out a few times, and you know, it wasn't like first dates, but you know, it took a lot for me to let a woman pay for me because I'm old school in a sense, so it's hard to relinquish that, but
True.
It was very appreciated.
True. Now let me give a little backstory on my. I have no problem with women paying for a check. Me and Rick have talked about this multiple times. So I was dating this woman, out of state.
Yeah, we don't want to say girl. I'm thinking you R. Kelly.
Right. Out of state. You know where I'm going, right?
I already know where you're going. That's why I bust out laughing. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going down there for a weekend, hang out of state. And first time we met, you know, I picked up a check, ain't no problem, because you know I'm in her city. I asked her out. She gave me a restaurant for us to meet at. We went to, and we had the meal. I had no problem going out, reaching for the check, you know, paying for it. But 6 or 7 dates in, it's getting to the point now where it's expected. So now, let me clarify this as well. If a woman asks me out on a date, I expect her to at least reach in her pocketbook, reach for her purse, pocketbook, whatever you want to call it, and pull out something. Because now we know each other. We should be able to say, hey, you know what, I got you this time. You got me next time, blah, 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 so forth and so on.
Or you pay, I'll tip.
Yeah. Yeah, all that. It don't matter. All that. But the thing was, we going out to Roof Chris, Copeland's, all these high dollar 3-star, 4-star, 5-star restaurants. And it's killing me. And she had no qualms about ordering whatever, however, whenever, just as long as I eat, because we out. And I'm like, bitch, you got me blowed. You think I'm finna sit up here and you ask me out on a date and I get to your place and then all of a sudden I'm paying for the check. That part I terribly don't understand to this day. Or she'll say, let's come to the house and I'm going to cook. And then, you know, we'll go hang out or whatever afterwards. And then all of a sudden I get to the house. I ain't had a chance to cook. I ain't had a chance to do this. I ain't had a chance to do whatever. Let's go out to eat. which you just invited me out to eat, and you turn around and expect me to pay for the meal that you invited me out on. I have a whole lot of problem with that. And it ended up being that we didn't do that no more. I left that woman where she was, because it was all about her getting out, doing stuff that she ain't done before. That was the bottom line of it. I ain't never been to Ruth Chris. I ain't never been to Copeland's. I ain't never been to, all these high dollar restaurants that you need reservations 2 and 3 days in advance for. And we get them and go, and I'm reaching in my pocket, spending $200, $300, $400, $500 per night eating out. When you told me you was gonna invite me over your house and you was gonna cook and blah 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 and so forth, so on. So that left a bad taste in my mouth as far as women not paying for their meals. Or I should have went, you know what? Bitch, we going 50-50.
They don't like 50-50. Remember
we
talked about that
damn
last time.
about them liking 50-50 or not. We talking about $200-$300 checks at restaurants. And we ain't talking about just one drink, dinner, dessert. We talking about multiple drinks, the best of the best on the menu, damn dessert, and we out of there. The whole full package. Drinks, appetizers, dinner, dessert, and we out.
I normally, like I said, I normally pick up the check. But it was one place. Man, what was the restaurant, the seafood place that's in Atlanta, like Marietta and all that?
Oh, Papa Do's.
Papa Do's.
Yeah.
Went there for the first time, so I can't even really eat shellfish, so I had the salmon. But it was fire. Like, and then that bill came out. But she offered and we went half on that one.
Right. But it was an understanding. It wasn't no expectation of you to come out your pocket and be like, you know what, I got this.
But the thing about it, like we didn't even talk about it, because normally every time we went out, kicked it, like I paid.
Right.
But when that bill came out, she was like, I got half on it. I bet.
I ain't found no woman like that yet.
Cause that bill was $2 something.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of waste of money. Never mind. With women that I've been somewhat into or whatever. So,
but see, that's why when we go out on dates, we got to do the not dinner dates, like lunch dates.
Yeah, you can do lunch dates.
Lunch dates, coffee dates.
Yeah.
And what I'm starting to find is a bunch of women, well, at least the women my age in their 30s, they like the coffee dates. They like the lunch dates because it's like no pressure on them. They don't feel like, they know if we go out to eat at noon, you're not trying to take me home and smash by 12:30.
I got to go back to work.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just from different conversations about dating and stuff like that. So I'm learning a lot of them like the earlier dates. And then too, most of the time they haven't experienced that.
True.
Because everybody like, let me take you out to dinner. Let me take you to a movie, which I hate doing movies, especially for the first date.
You do movies on the first date.
Because we can't talk and get to know each other.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, we doing the coffee dates, the lunch dates, the walk in the park dates. Like, let's go to
somebody walking in the park.
Let's go get a sub sandwich or something from somewhere and walk through, walk River Park and stop at one of the picnic tables. Eat.
Right. Man, I get it, but it's frustrating to me to be out here like this, throwing out all this money and not getting nowhere with these women that either ask me out or I ask them out and it didn't work out.
It's an investment. Remember, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
There's some very expensive investments, if you want to look at it that way.
You've lost on.
Yeah. No return, no nothing, no ROI, return on investment, none of that. So, yeah. But,
I mean, I'm sure, never mind, I ain't even going to go there. Just remember, we all pay for it in some way or another. But them dinners be more than $40.
way more. I can get a drink, 2 drinks for $40. Easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's. I guess it's just me. I don't know if. Well, I can't say it's just me.
It ain't.
It's just my situations that I've been through that I'm putting out here now. It's some women out there are just treacherous when it comes to going out on dates and folks picking up the check and spending money and all this stuff. Bottom line is to get, like you saying earlier, they wasn't exposed to it. Now they got a chance to be exposed to it, and they're going to take advantage of it full-heartedly, knowing that this might be their first and last time doing it.
And some of them don't even be interested in you per se. They just want the free meal.
Exactly.
That goes to like what you were saying about a woman asking you how to cut out a lot of the guesswork.
Right.
Like if you approach me like, hey, what's up? Blah blah blah. Cool. I know. She
interested.
Yeah, she like me. She dig what she's seeing, or whatever. And hey, let's go out.
Right. Then you got those there that like play the game as well too. They fake the funk, like, you know what, yeah, let's go out. I'm into you. Once they get through eating you out and house and home and got you broke down on the side of the road because you ain't got no money because you done all you can for this chick, then they gone. So it's 2 sides to the story. Like I said, the investment part, be careful. That's all I can say. Be very careful. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with women asking out men. And the majority of the stuff that we're talking about now, it should have been going on a long time ago. Because here's my thing. If women would have the gumption to go after the men that they actually, truly, really wanted, I would think that the divorce rate would not be so high. That's just my personal opinion, because she wants you. She's the emotional person. She's the one that got all the nurturing and the this, that, and the other. And she's the emotional person in the relationship. She know what she wants. She know what she need. She telling this person, this is what I want from you. And let's keep it moving. And she picks this guy. I'm sure, because women do research. Trust me. They do a lot of research. They do, my friend, talk to her friend, talk to her friend, talk to her best friend, talk to her BFF, talk to her blah, blah, blah. And they get all this information on the dude. And then they make a decision. And then they go from there. Sometimes they don't, but the majority of the time they do.
Remember, don't block your friend blessing, though.
Yeah. Don't block your friend's blessing just because it didn't work for you. So women research. Men, we don't give a damn. We just out here. We simple creatures. Very simple. You like me, I like you. Let's do this. We like to solve problems. We just that type of people. Men are. Women, they got to be why, who, when, where, what time. They got to have the whole complete picture. Are we working on just this little nitpicky part right here? They got to have the whole complete picture. That's their conversation. They can tell you a whole story, and all you got to come in there and just say, me and dude went out, blah, blah, blah. Me and girl went out, blah, blah, blah. And that was it. They want to know where you went, who was there, what you eat, what time did you get there, what time did you leave.
What time did they send out the rolls?
Right. Was the steak seasoned well enough? They want the whole nine about this whole story that's going on. That's their thing. So, like I said, women do research. They know what they want. I would bet to say that most women have already slept with the dude that they're interested in their mind.
Mm.
Even though they ain't even made contact with that person yet.
But a woman knows if she wants to sleep with a man or not. Like,
we know.
Like, yeah, it's just our job not to mess it up before it happens.
Don't screw it up before it actually happens.
Like she already know, like, all right, am I going to do it on the first night, the third date,
right?
6 weeks in.
Right.
We just got to not mess, as a man, it's our job not to mess it up before that happens. Like,
right.
Took a chick out and she was just like, "Oh, I'm so thankful." I'm like, "What?" She was like, "You're not all touchy feely like a bunch of these guys give like the rape vibes or whatever." And I'm quoting her.
The
That's
rape
why.
vibes.
Yeah, because I guess dudes be like all on them, grabbing their hand, grabbing their ass, like all that, like first date out.
What she look like? No, I'm just playing.
She cute. But you know, she was just a little too young for me, but she cute.
Right.
But yeah, she said that, and I looked at her and I told her same thing. I was like, "Look, you already know if you want to smash or not.
Right.
It's just my job not to mess it up before you decide to give
Don't
it to
say
me."
nothing crazy. Don't do nothing stupid.
And she looked at me and was like, "Nobody's ever said anything. That's the realest thing." I was like, "That's just
because it's the truth.
That comes from experience, baby. Like,
women know. They know."
And then I looked at her and I asked, I was like, "I'm not even asking you this for you to answer me yes or no." I was like, "Just think about it in your mind." I was like, "You know, if you want me to smash or not, you already know if you want to see what this dick about." And she just smiled, and I was like, "Thank you."
There you go. She wasn't thrown back by it.
Right.
Which is crazy, but like I said, women know. It's our job not to screw it up. And that's basically it. Don't say nothing crazy. Don't be corny. Don't be like girl was saying, the future rapist. Which is, I've never heard that one, but I guess so. When you touch your feeling, you just now meeting them.
Yeah.
They get that vibe like, you know what, but it is what it is. Now, as far as paying, like I said earlier, I have no problem with women paying. I have no problem with men paying. I guess we need to come to an understanding. Look, and I told her son this as well when I was messing with this girl, lady, female, woman, whatever,
person of the opposite sex.
Yeah. Look, man, dude, don't be out here blowing money on stuff that you cannot and will not get no return on. Now, I'm not saying go out here and just buy ass or you out here buying ass. I'm saying do your research just like the women do. That way you ain't out here blowing money that you ain't got yet. Or you got it, you got to transfer funds from one account to the other one to cover it. Don't be that guy.
What you saying, don't, what's that they say now? If you can't cash out me or pay a bill, then we can't go out.
Shit.
Hey,
I guess we won't be damn going out then.
I be all over social media, so I be seeing all that, man. I just be like, bro, I can't compete then. Like if I gotta cash out your Fashion Nova cart or your Amazon cart in order for me to even get conversation from you, it ain't gonna work to begin with. I ain't that guy. I can't compete with them type of men because I'm not simping like that. Because to me, that's what it is. I don't care if you got it or not. That's still simping. Like you going out bad doing that just to get conversation. You don't even know if this girl like you or not.
True.
And you done spent $200-300 on her cart and just to get a hey, thank you. What?
That goes back to the first episode.
$40. Let's just make this a business transaction. $40.
And
y'all gonna hear me say that a lot.
Yeah. Black card box might be coming up every once in a while too. But it shouldn't be that way. And that's just the God honest truth. And guys, you should know pretty much right off the bat what this chick about. If it come to money or I got to pay something in order to talk to you, or you come to me asking me for money and we ain't even had the first date yet, blah, 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 so forth and so on. You should be, that's a huge red flag. That means she ain't got her finances together. She ain't got her house in order. Or she overspending what she make, trying to live above her means. That type chick. You don't want that type of chick going into it.
Oh, you said before the first date.
Before the first date.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've helped a female out, a woman I was dating out before, but she didn't even ask for it. It was one of them, we were just talking and she was telling me her situation, what she was going through. She was about to pick up some extra hours at work, and I was like, what you got going on right now?
Right.
She was like, nothing. I'm at the house. I'm like, is it cool if I pull up for a second? I was like, I ain't even gonna stay long. I ain't even trying to come in. I just want to see you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled up on her, gave her what she needed,
and kept it moving.
Like
with nothing, no expectation in return.
Nah. And then when
nothing wrong with that.
When that situation didn't work out, she was like, I ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna give you your money. Look, I didn't ask you for that. That was a gift.
That was a gift.
Take it as a gift. Like that was something, because it was something to do with her license. And so she needed that. You know, in Georgia, now insurance. You know, in Georgia, if you don't have car, if you don't have insurance, they suspend your tag or something, something like that. And she had kids. I'm like, you gotta get them back and forth. You got to get to work. That's a gift, man. I ain't tripping off that.
Right. But when you out here,
the first date, nah.
First date, getting it in, doing stuff you ain't done before, because you ain't had the money to do it, but this guy who is interested in you, or you say that you are interested in him, and you trying to whop him over the head every time. Let's go skydiving, ice skating, and running the river, and traveling all over the place, and you ain't got no interest in this dude. Stop playing.
I had somebody want me to. She was from Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to go to the restaurant in the Sun Sphere.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I think I told you about that when that was going on, because I was asking you about it. Because I was like, hey, is it crazy expensive? Because on the first date, I'm not doing like first date. You don't get crazy expensive stuff, because it might not be a second date.
True.
And it might be my choice, not yours.
True.
Because just like you decide if you interested after the first date, I'm evaluating the same thing.
Right. But if a woman asks you out and she take care of everything,
hey, run it up.
Would you do the same thing to her? Run it up?
Nah.
See, that's the thing. I mean,
I wouldn't, because I'm more, like I said, I'm old school. It's hard for me to let a woman pay anyway.
I got a whole lot of sense not to do that to nobody, because I don't want that karma to come back on me. That's my thing. I don't want to do nothing that's going to wrap around and beat me up beside my head the next time I go out and do something.
Do them how they do us, run it up and be like, what's that they say, city boys up?
Yeah.
Instead of city girls, city boys up.
Yeah. Out here blowing a whole check and you ain't paid nothing yet, and you ain't getting no kind of after comment or conversation or contact or nothing.
Not even a second date.
Not even a second date, because they didn't beat you out of your money. Sam Sausage Head, that's what you are. But you know, I can't do that. Now let me mention this too, and it actually brought some detail to this whole situation as far as women paying, men paying, so forth and so on. So a guy named Anthony O'Neill, he has a podcast, and I was listening to him, and he was saying, don't date outside your budget.
I feel that, because, man, it's this chick I want to shoot off at Lee so bad, but it's like I know I can't contend with her lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
So let me.
Her budget range is up there, so it's like I can't take you to, like, you know, she be posting, she be at Ruth Chris all the time, like restaurants like that. Like, I can't take you to them type of places consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even gonna waste mine or your time.
Right. Keep your money. But he had a interesting story. And y'all should look this up. A guy named Anthony O'Neill. He got a podcast. I think he got a radio show or whatever. But anyway, he was saying that they exchanged numbers. They was talking back and forth, and he said, "Well, let's go out, you know, have a good time on the evening, whatever. And I can only spend this amount of money on this date. Period. I'm not going over it. This is going to be it.
If we go over budget, that's on you.
Right. And anyway, no. He was like, if we go over the budget, ain't going to be no going out. Period. This is my budget. This is what I'm sticking to. If you can't go with that, we ain't going out. Girl never respond to him.
I guess she ain't used to nobody keep it that real with her.
True. Now, he got a podcast. It's pretty much nationwide now. He got the little radio show, blah, blah, blah. She reached out back to him again. Hey, what's up with that date? So because I know you got money now.
Be like, and I you know what I would have responded? This is my budget. And I hit her with the same exact number I hit her with before.
Same line.
And the same number. Like if that budget was
the number don't change.
$150, that's what it is this time. Like, yeah, we can still
for
do
two
this.
people. We ain't talking about just you. We talking about two people.
So
the budget is $150, period, for both of us. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you out here blowing money. Just because I got it don't mean I want to spend it on your ass.
Right. And I definitely don't want to, like, that's what be killing me. I definitely ain't finna let you spend the block again because I got money now. Like, nah, I'm still that same dude I was before. I just got a little more money now.
Right. He was like the little, you know how you message him and the little ... be going on.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden it stopped.
Uh-huh.
It stopped. I guess he was just going in at it. Then all of a sudden the ... just stopped. And then he never heard from again for like 2 years later. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get out of here with that.
Hey, that's how it be. They be trying to spin the block.
Man, what you spending the block for? Just because I got a little notoriety. I'm a little famous. I mean, I got my stuff in order. He was like, nah, we ain't finna do that. I ain't coming back to you. Because you can't respect what I got going on from Jump Street.
And you already showed me that it's about where I can take you and how much money I can spend on you.
Right. It's about the money. So Sarah Sausage Head didn't get no play. to wrap up that story, Sarah Sausage Head didn't get no play. So that's how that story went. But come on, guys, we got to be better. And it's for me to say this, it's a lot because I'm that guy that go out and spend money on dates.
Yeah, me too.
I'm that guy that pick up checks. I'm that guy that see a person across the room, female, woman, sorry, and say, hey, let me buy you a drink, or across the bar or whatever. I'm that guy.
See, I'm finna start playing that and them type of moves right there.
I mean, if she attractive, she attractive. If you want to get her attention, you do that.
So how you do it? What you do? Hit the bartender with, hey, what's she drinking over there? Send her another one on me.
Exactly. That's it. And he'll go over there, or she'll go over there and say that drink was from dude right there. I'll tip
Throw the hands up.
Hey, tip my glass up, air toast, and drink.
So what type of signs do they normally do to show that that it's okay for you to approach? Because they're gonna take the drink.
I'm gonna approach anyway. I don't care nothing about the signs.
So once the drink go over there, you gonna walk over there and,
hey, my name is Lee. I thought you was I think you're a very attractive woman. I would like to get to know you better outside of this environment right here. That's it. That's all I say.
And you can't ask for number no more. With your
we don't do
Snapchat
numbers
or
no
Instagram.
More. Yeah, we don't do numbers. We do Snap and InstaChat.
Instagram.
I'm getting it all confused.
Yeah.
I'm still out with the phone. Let me get your number. But I guess we don't do that no more.
No.
But that's basically what I do.
I'm gonna start trying that player move.
That's not a player move, man. That's just a first contact.
Opens the door for conversation.
For whatever. You want to meet me outside this environment? Because, come on, man. Bars, come on.
Yeah, I don't. No, it already be loud.
Right. You can't hear nothing. They yelling in your ear. You yelling in their ear, and back and forth. We toasting and drinking, and true enough, you get a little loose and a little whatever with the alcohol, whatever. But it's not the ideal environment to sit down and say, "Hey, look, I want you. I'm sure you want me. At least that's in my mind. What's going on? What can we do to make it happen?"
Keep the intro short, sweet, and we gonna go somewhere neutral ground.
Right. You ain't have no long conversation. You just do what you do. Get on up out of there. That's it. You don't take all that. I'm not gonna cuff nobody in no bar. I'm not doing none of that. If you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, I figure you missing out. That's the way I look at it.
Hey, you know what they say, women outnumber men nowadays, so it's turning how women like, I'm the prize. Like, no. Because technically as men, we the prize. Because if you think about it, it's more women than men.
Right.
Number one. Number two, who decides if we going to get married or not?
The male.
Like, it's on us. Like, how many of y'all keep it real out here in these 3, 4, 5, 10-year relationships and the man ain't never even asked you to marry him? So Yeah, you get to say yes or no whenever he asks, but at the end of the day, it's on us to decide, are we going to ask?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to ask?
Well, let me take it to another level. What if the woman asked you to marry her?
Nah, I ain't doing that. That's
If she got down on one knee
nah
with the ring.
Nah, get on up. We not doing this. we not doing that. Now, as far as dating, asking me out on whatever, cool. But that right there, that's the highest level of emasculation for me. Like you cannot ask me to marry you. For one, I'm an emotional person anyway, so we're not gonna be in no 3-4 year relationship and not even engage yet at that point anyway.
Right.
But yeah, for me, that's the quickest way to make me feel like less of a man.
I mean,
what about you?
I couldn't do it. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't do it. I always ask. Out of all 3 of mine, I'd asked. We got to do it.
And you already knew before you asked that they wanted to.
Yeah, they knew. They give you signs. Come on. They come on. They know
this dress, I know I would look good
in this dress. Let me stop by such and such a place and try on some dresses. Or let me go by the ring store.
Well, you know, Shanika and Tavon, they just been together for 2 years and they already getting married.
I wouldn't give a damn what they did. This ain't about Tamika and Shanquika and Javion and Tellion or whatever his name was. I don't care. We ain't talking about them. We talking about us. If it take them 2 years to get it right, fine. If it take us longer or shorter, fine. But don't base it off of somebody else. That's crazy.
But you know, that's one of the things that it's
I
about.
know. That's one of them hints / pressure moves to get it up and running.
Like what you gonna do?
Shit. If you putting it out there like that, then we need to rethink some stuff. Hash it out. Talk about it. Be about it. You can't get me like that. Ever. I've never been one to fold under pressure when it comes to being put on display by another couple or whatever. I make up my own decisions in my own mind at my own time.
The thing now is, I only do this for my man. Well, dealing with a man like me, you're gonna be single because the minute we get in a relationship and you're not doing that type of stuff, then it's just like first thing you're gonna say is I wasn't doing that before. And you know that's the first line. I wasn't doing that before.
So
why you expect me to do it now?
Yeah.
So yeah. To me that's a sign that I be like, nah, I'm good. Like don't tell me, I only do that for my man. Like it ain't like I'm asking you to do some crazy stuff. Like I ain't even talking about like sex or nothing like that. I'm just saying like certain things. But nah.
Just put it out there, man. Put it out there. Put it all out there. This is therapy, man.
I mean, you know, it's like say woman, she figure she cooking.
Right.
And you know, just jokingly hit her with the A, you know, and it's a true joke. Like, shit, what time I need to come over for dinner?
Right.
And they hit you with the, I only cook for my man. Well, you're not cooking for me. You cooking for you. You just offer me a plate.
Bitch, you got a man?
Because us men, we like to see how we're going to be treated. Like, while we're dating, we like to see how we're going to be treated.
Correct.
If we take it to the next level.
Correct.
So, if you holding out every single luxury thing, for if we gonna get in until when we get in a relationship, we not gonna make it to the relationship stage. Because the first thing people like to holler, men and women, is I wasn't doing that before. Why you expect me to do it now?
Well, if that's the question, or in the case, then either you accepted them as they are, or you trying to change that person. One of the two is happening. That's what it sounds like to me. And for them to call you on it, they have some kind of legitimate point, but it shouldn't be no antagonizing. You know, I just because we together, I shouldn't be doing this, or I could be doing this, blah blah blah. I don't understand that whole. I wasn't doing it before, and why am I doing it now? Like I told y'all in the last podcast, I think it may be the one before that. Things change, people change, rules change, laws change, everything changes. You can't stay the same and expect to progress in life. You stay in still stagnant, you ain't gonna grow none. You have to get out your comfort zone and experience stuff and do new stuff. Hey, I jumped out of a plane. I didn't like it. I'm not doing it no more.
I jumped out of a plane.
Yeah, I'm hang gliding, but I'm not doing it no more because I don't like that feeling. Or I ate this such and such thing and it was good. I'm gonna keep doing that. Learn something new, be something new, build something new. Don't be that same person just sitting out there in stagnant water, smelling stinking water, and not do nothing. You got to be better than that.
It's like I tell my kids, you never know what you're going to like until you try it.
Try it. Try cooking sometime, ladies. With a recipe.
And offering that man that you like or talking to a plate and see how appreciative he is and watch how he turn up on you.
Fellas, try being nice to a woman, taking them out, treating them like they a queen.
Open doors.
Open doors.
They love that because they don't like that's a lost art nowadays is opening the door.
I mean, there's some stuff you ain't been taught to do, but I'm saying it now. Do something different. Throw a curveball in there. She thinking you ain't gonna go open the door, and you go over there and open the door for her.
Lee, I told you about that time I was out with my daughter. We were walking in the store. Like she was probably 10 feet ahead of me, and she got to the door and just stopped and waited on me to get to the door to open the door for her.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
But the thing about it is I never like told her don't do it,
right.
but they've always seen me, even when me and their mama ain't been together. Like if we out somewhere, I'll still open the door for her.
Right.
You know, or if I'm going in somewhere and there's a lady coming, I'll open the door. So it's
or hold the door.
Right. You know, it's one of them, I guess over the years she's just seen me do it and it programmed in her head that this is supposed to be done.
That way. Stop being selfish on both sides. That's the way I look at it. You're being selfish. You're not sharing your goodness with somebody else. And I don't mean ass, sex, whatever. Goodness as in
energy.
Your
vibe.
Yeah. Because you're just scared you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt anyway.
Man.
If it ain't from this particular relationship, it's going to be from something else. So put your all into it. When I say, like I was saying in my last podcast, I was all in when I moved in with that girl. All in. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought it was forever. And then she wanted to flip the script over something that I didn't say or didn't do. I think it was something that I didn't do.
It only take one time.
One time to throw your all in into what the hell. So be better. That's all I can say. Women, back to the topic. Women, please ask us out, especially ones that you're interested in.
Because you never know. He could be an introvert.
True.
Overthink, because most introverts, like for those that don't know, if you're an introvert, and most creative people are, so like if you do music, art, poetry, anything like that,
science.
9 out of 10 times you're an introvert.
Right.
Or that person is an introvert. So they're not gonna catch up on, like they're not gonna pick up on the signs. They're not gonna do all that. So hey, you take the initiative.
Right. Feel free. You want to go out with this dude, see what he about? Or you want to go out with this girl and see what she about? Ask.
Be like, hey, y'all see the pictures on the podcast page, my Facebook, Rick Day Jr., you know, jump in the inbox, shoot your shot now.
Feel free to comment on anything that we talk about. If you want to shoot your shot, women, do your thing. I have no problem with it. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying I have no problem with it. At least I know what's going on. I'm in the stratosphere is what's going on. I'm just not out there just wondering, should I upgrade? Can I upgrade because she make more than me, or she got her stuff better together than I do, blah, blah, blah. If you want to shoot your shot, shoot your shot. Be all in with it.
So like what you was talking about earlier and what dude said about the tax bracket thing, how do you feel you as a man, would you shoot your shot at a woman that made more money than you? Like not y'all are close, but she's in the next bracket.
Yes. You want to know why? Because I like her. I like what I see from her. And the only thing that can happen is either, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's get to know each other. Or, really? No. I mean, you already out your league. You ain't got nothing to lose.
And if she say yeah,
if
see the boys up.
You on the come up.
See the boys up.
Right. And if she say no, then you like, all right, bitch, I don't give a damn.
On to the next.
Yeah, on to the next.
Don't block your friend blessing when I shoot off at her in her inbox.
I don't care. Shit. Don't care at all. Shoot your shot, ladies. Feel free. Just get outside your comfort zone. Ask a dude out that you are very much interested in, that you want to, and you're going to find out within, I'm going to say a month, if this dude is right for you. It's probably going to be less than that, but y'all know. Y'all got intuition. Y'all know if the guy's going to be right for you. Now, we got some dudes out there, and I used to be one of them back in my 20s, I ain't going to lie. I will play that role until I got what I got, and then I was gone.
Yeah, we all did that.
In my 20s.
I'd be like, man, all them girls, I was like, I love you too, that I didn't even mean it, you know, and it's just like, as you get older and think back, or I guess have daughters, you be like, man. When these little boys better not try to do my daughter how I used to do.
Out, man. I'm going to choke somebody the hell out. But my daughters listen to me to some degree. And I tell them, hey, trust me when I tell you that them guys ain't out there for nothing. I would go with a bookworm before I go with some cool sports athlete guy that's getting all the attention and go from there. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some nerds out there that be trying to get it in too.
Hey, that was me right there.
The calculus guys.
I was in the band and, you know.
Geometry / biology / geometry / physics. All them guys, they got their ways too. But, you know, come on now. Give them guys a chance to see what they learn. See what they know about you. Or y'all want to get to know each other, whatever. I would give them a chance as well.
But you know what's funny, thinking back at school? In school, at least whenever I was coming up, the girls did shoot their shot. It's whenever they become adults that they
start to fall off. Yeah.
Because, man, I can't even tell you, like, how many, honestly, coming up, that's probably how I got majority of my my women was, they would, ooh, you so cute, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
I love your hair. Can I play in your hair? 'Cause, you know, I had the fro and all that. And so, you know, it was like, yeah, what's up? What's your name? What's your name? Let me holler at you.
Yeah.
And then as we get older and we see how things are supposed to work, it changes.
Yeah. You got your mama and your grandmama and your dad and your uncle and out there, all them telling you what you should be doing.
Oh, that man should be the one coming for you.
Right. If the man don't come knock on my door and ask for your hand and blah, 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 this, that, and the other, then he don't need to be coming around here. I done heard that multiple times. I was been told that multiple times. The parents expect you, the guy, to come to the door to ask for their daughter. Then you have to come in the house, meet all the folks.
See, I can't do that because I'm that daddy that your daddy or mama would want to have a conversation with me afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I'd be sitting down, like I'm that one, like you see on TVs and the movies, my guns would be broke down. I'd be cleaning them, you know what I'm saying? Be like, so what time we plan on having her back today? As I'm oiling up, you know, and racking the slide back
so you
and
one
forth.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, my thing is, hey, you ain't got to come, like, but if you going out with my daughter, I just, hey, how you doing? You know, I don't even want them to call me Mr. Dave. Like just be like Mr. Rick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gotta know who you are and your face. I gotta see your face and I gotta know who you are before you take my children out. Period. Because I want to know what you look like if some stuff go wrong. You get caught out here with whatever, or you doing whatever stupid in your 20s that you didn't bother to ask nobody about because you ain't got no experience in it, whatever it is that y'all getting into. That's what I need to know. Other than that, I could care less.
Because
my daughter gonna shoot you down or stay with you, one of the two.
Yeah, and ain't nothing I can do to change that.
Exactly. And I'm not in the business of changing minds.
Cause all it'll be if I be like, nah, all they gonna do is sneak and do it.
Yep.
So
I'm giving you options. That's all I'm doing. You can do this, but this gonna happen. If you do this gonna happen. Trust me, I've been here 50 some odd years.
But they still think we don't know what's going on.
Freaking kids today, man.
I tell my girls that all the time. Like, man, like y'all ain't doing nothing I ain't done. Y'all are actually a lot better than what I was.
Way off better. Y'all got way more technology than I did.
I was like, y'all try to act like y'all from the hood. I really grew up in it.
They don't know. It's sad. They don't know.
Polar thing.
Yeah. Polar ting. Ladies, feel free. I guess that's the bottom line of it. Just feel free.
Us men like it.
We like it. We know where we stand in your eye. If you got more or less than us, then we still know that you like us and you want to at least give us a chance. Not at just fucking, but building something new or having some kind of a relationship, healthy relationship. Let me put that in there too. So let's make that work. And I challenge every lady who listens to this, if you're not in a comfortable, valuable, healthy, non-toxic relationship, to go outside your comfort zone. You saw this dude, you've been knowing him for 2 years, 6 months, 3 days, 5 years, 15 years, whatever. You were scared to go up to him because y'all tit for tat and brushing up and flirting and blah, 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 but y'all never crossed that threshold. Go ahead and make that happen. Because obviously he into you. Because if he wasn't, he'd be cutting you off, telling you no. Or what I've experienced was the guys talk, and it's always a couple in there, or it's or man or female that's always talking outside of the groups that get together and talk and say, well, he like her, but she don't do this, and she like him because she don't do this, blah, blah, blah. It's always it's always some back channeling. Somebody's always going to be like, yeah, they like each other, but they don't do this, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and make that work, man. Don't be scared. That's my opinion on this whole shoot your shot. Don't be scared to go out there and get it. You're doing everything else. You're going out here getting money. You're going out here doing trips and vacays with people or whatever. Why not ask? Couldn't hurt. Like I said, the only thing that's going to happen is, no, I don't like you that way. Let's be friends. Or, yeah, let's get at it. Let's see what happened and go from there. That's my honest opinion as far as shooting your shot. Let's make it work. Let's just do it. Like the Nike commercial say. Period. So with that being said, ladies, appreciate y'all listening. Hopefully this helps y'all out. Fellas, be better. That's all I can say. Be better. If you're scared to ask somebody out,
buy them a drink.
Buy them a drink. Go over there and tell them, hey,
I like you and I want
like you. I want you. Or, you know what? Let's go meet somewhere else outside of all this noise. Sit down and chat and see if we can do some stuff and go from there. That's all I got.
All they can say is yes or no.
Exactly.
Man or woman.
And you ain't got your feelings out there on Jump Street right off the bat anyway, I'm sure. I mean, if you out there feelings exposed over one dude on the initial contact, then come on now.
Some people just scared of rejection. That's all that is.
You can't be. You got rejected when you was doing whatever else you was doing.
But shooting off at somebody in person and jumping in the inbox is two different things.
That's the problem. We don't know how to talk to each other no more, man.
Right.
There's no, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? I see you into this. You got to be observant, stuff like that. I'll see you like this drink, or I see you like this type of food, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, get into it. But we don't talk. We DM.
And that's crazy. It's easier for me. Like, I hate having to text somebody, 1,000 text messages before they agree to dinner. Because I'm not a text message type of person. Like, let's go out and we could talk.
Yeah.
And that's how you get to know me. Like, not through a text message, because
you can perceive a text message
anyway. And then it's like, I got to really think about what I'm going to say.
Right.
I don't be knowing.
Right. Be better. Be unique. Get you a line that works for you, not for them, for you. That you can just spread out there on whoever you want to talk to. Me, it's the buy and drink thing. Let's go to a different atmosphere.
I might steal that how I be
And
just
sit
stealing
down
your
and talk.
restaurant.
I know, man. You be well, always doing something, man. He is always doing something with stuff. He asked me about
Be
this
like,
stuff.
hey, Lee, what's a good little spot to take somebody to? Oh, man, this place right here get bad. 3 days later, bruh, that food was fire. Oh, you took him there? Yeah, boy.
Taking them to my spots, man. I'm going out here doing all the leg work, and he just come in asking questions. And he take a little female with him.
That's why you OG, though.
Bruh, it ain't even like that. It's just, I like to get out, get around, and experience different stuff, different cultures. So that's what I do. That's what I like to do. I like to be different. And maybe it's just me. But yeah, I like different stuff. I like to experience different stuff. I like to be in the mix of stuff, especially if it's different. If you haven't lived it or experienced it and you get out there and see it, it's some stuff like, let me just put this out here. I've been to Russia, Moscow, Russia, St. Petersburg, Russia. I'm not bragging, but I have been. It's a very good conversation piece for me because I've actually went there and seen how the Russians live. Oh, you've been to Russia? Yeah, I can show you my passport. I've been to Russia. It's got a stamp in it. I get out. I do stuff. I want to be that guy that has interesting conversation to talk about to whomever I get involved with and inspire them to say, you know what, just because you black and you from the U.S. and this, that, and the other, and U.S. and Russia don't get along, that you can't go out here and experience some of this stuff. That's my whole thing. I want to be that conversation piece. That's me. And nobody in my family's done it. Nobody that I know have done it, been to Russia, which makes it even more unique. That's what I like to do. I've been to the DR. I've been to Switzerland. I've been to Germany. I mean, I've been all these places that people in my circle, not only my inner circle, but my circle haven't done yet. I like to share that experience with them. I want them to do the same thing I'm doing.
Hey, you inspire me. I told you I'm getting on mine.
Bruh,
my stuff, getting my passport so I can go out and do some of that.
Yeah. And the reason I'm saying is this is because women and men need to get out of their comfort zone and do something totally different. Like ask somebody out that you're interested in or do something crazy out of the way that would get their attention or what have you. That's the only reason I share that story. So feel free, ladies. Ask a man out. Most men don't care. I think it's after the point when you ask them out and it gets down to the nitty gritty of planning it out. That's when all of the male ego started to kick in. That's my personal opinion. I can't say that for everybody, but most men want to have some kind of interest in it. That way they can have some kind of, let's make it interesting for both of us versus, we can go to the walking garden and have a picnic. But most men ain't into all that crap. They want to get out, have a drink, relax, talk, get to know each other, swap Instagrams and snaps and go from there. So once again, ladies, I'm going to keep saying this. Feel free to ask the person of your dreams, the person you're interested in, or the person you just want to get to know out. You can be friends. You can be couples. You can be married, whatever. Doesn't matter. Enjoy. Y'all be safe. We're going to have another one later. I don't have a topic for the next one, but when I do, I'll put it on the post, Facebook, the YouTube channel that we just got. What's up?
Yeah, we're going to start taking videos
man.
and putting them up on there.
Yeah. Instagram. I'm trying to get it all out there. So next topic is unknown. I usually have a one, but I'm unknown right now. I might go serious next time. We don't know yet. But in the meantime, and in between time, y'all be safe out there. Do what you got to do to make your life better. And we're going to holler at y'all. Peace.